Good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are meeting every Monday, 8:30 to. Just give me a second. Okay, welcome back to our next session, which we have been talking about law of attraction. We have been discussing about law of attraction. We have been learning about law of attraction, and we are trying to understand the things happening in our life is why they are happening. What are the things things are going in our life, and we need to know what is happening unknowingly. If we know about it, we can do definitely something about it knowingly. So that is what we are trying to understand the science behind the law of attraction. Okay. I think a lot of people have been sending some of the questions which we dealt in the Friday session, where we discuss about the law of attraction question and answers. Practice sessions we are doing on every Wednesday 8:30 by doing some meditation. So we are getting connected with us. We are practicing some techniques and blah blah blah. Okay, so it's time to start about the next session about law of attraction. So now let me introduce again about law of attraction, and let me just share my slide which we have done last time. Okay. So last time we have seen some three principles about law of attraction, which is uh, thought become things. Then we discuss about how the things grow in our life. Wherever you pay your attention, grows stronger in your life. Means like energy flows where you pay the attention. And the third principle was like attracts like. And that is the reason we understand that when you manifest what you want, you manifest what you want. And when you focus on what you don't want or do not want, you manifest what you do not want, because we pay attention to the things we want, and also we pay attention unknowingly to the things we don't want. And that is why we manifest both the things. Now we are going to talk about the three basic fundamental principles about the law of attraction. Is one is ask, second is believe, and third is achieve. Ask means we have to know what we want in my life or what I want to achieve. For example, I'm going in the, for example, we are going in the restaurant, and in restaurant, we see a lot of menus in the menu card. We like so many things in that menu cards. We want to eat this also, that also. And like, out of 100 menu card or 100 menus in the menu card, we like almost 15, 20 things to which are available over there. Do we order all those things? No. What we do is we order only those things which we want to eat now. So the same way, if you want to really get something in your life, you should know what you want now. You must be having, or you must be wanting many things, but your ask should be very, 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 very clear. What do you mean by that? You should know what I want. I want to eat idli. I want to eat dosa. I want to eat sandwich. I want to eat. So what we do is we just segregate those things and we decide, okay, I want to eat this one dish right now. Though I want to eat so many things, though I like so many things, but we decide only one thing. The same thing we can say, that we want so many things our life, but we have to short down and we should know what we want now. Like when you must have done the shopping on online platforms. Okay. And in those online platforms, what we do is when we go through those, we want to buy some dress. Okay. Now we have to shortlist one company out of so many companies. We have to shortlist one outfit out of so many designs. We want to shortlist one color in so many designs, so many colors, and styling and whatever what we do. So why I'm giving you these examples is like, we are already doing this process in our day-to-day basis life. We take the decision very quickly when we are doing online shopping. So out of so many options, we decide one, what I want now. Okay, so we take a call, which company, which color, which styling, what kind of a thing we want. So we are taking those decisions. We are taking the decisions when we go to hotel. So we are already in the process, or we are already practicing this kind of a things in our life, but on day-to-day basis. But if we want something bigger, or if we want to achieve something really outstanding in our life, we should know what it is, right? Means we should know what I want. For example, do I want to become a doctor, or do I want to buy or own a car? So my goal should be to become a doctor. So when I become a doctor, I can own my car. So instead of having too many wishes, I can decide one goal. So you will understand what is the difference in wishes and goal. So I've got so many things which I want materialistically in my life, but I want to decide what should be my direction, what should be my goal. So my ask is has to be very clear. Are you getting? And second one was belief. Okay, what do you mean by belief? So what I'm thinking I want to have that in my life, I should have a full faith, I should have a full belief in that. I will just give you example. A farmer who wants to build a house, he says that, my God will help me, Ganesha will help me, or Mahadeva will help me to build the house. What do you mean by that? So he surrenders himself, or he says that, everything will happen on its way. The God is there with me. So he has got a belief in that God. So though he's taking the efforts to do that thing or build the house, but when he surrenders, or when he uh, says that God is with me and he'll be help, he has got a full belief in that, his thoughts. And then when he has got a house built already for him, he thinks that my God has given me gift, or maybe because of him I could do that. So you should have a full fledged of belief if you want to buy, or if you want to get something in your life, which is ask, and second thing is belief, and third thing is receive. For example, I want to, in life, whenever you are ready, your help will arrive in your life. Have you experienced this thing in your life? Whenever you are ready, somebody will come in your life to help you out, but you have to be ready to get that help. You have to be ready to be that. Yes. So you have experienced this, right? But unless we are not ready, for example, I will just say, I am having a business and I want to make that business 50 lakhs. Okay. And, but I'm not ready. Even if I get the orders, I'm not ready to finance that order. I'm not ready to execute that order. I'm not having team to execute that thing. So unless I'm ready, I cannot handle things what I'm getting in my life. So, whenever we are getting ready in that process, we strengthen ourselves to be ready in a different ways. Ready, but I have observed I need to be ready without fear. I need to put action in place. This is right. But what I'm trying to explain you here is, I just gave you one example that I am wishing to have a big business. But big business doesn't happen overnightly, even though you are taking the action, even though you are ready or you are fearless. What will happen is, when you are saying that, you should be ready to handle that also. And that is why it is said that you get everything from the universe when you are ready. So, so I have to prepare myself, or I have to go through that process to be ready and achieve those things. So that is why these three things are important. One is the ask, believe, and receive. Receive means whenever you are ready, you will receive the things. Many times we think that, okay, I want this, I want that, but we don't believe. Okay, what we feel, are hoga ki nahi hoga, whether it will happen or not, I'm not sure, I don't know. So even though you have a 1% doubt, maybe you're not believing 100% that what you want, you can achieve that thing. Sometimes people say, so you decide a big goal, your dream should be big. I'm thinking I want to buy a house which is costing me something around 20 crore. Okay. And I will think, oh, how is it possible? 20 crore. From where will I get money? Who will give me the loan? How is it possible in small salary? I don't have money. I don't have contacts. I don't have bank balance. So I will think big, but I cannot believe that I can achieve that. Are you getting? So we have a contradictory thought about our belief, about our dream, or about our goal. That means if I'm having something deciding what I want, unless I don't believe, see, to believe or to see or to imagine or to wish or to feel, you don't need money for that. What I'm trying to establish over here is, if I'm thinking bigger, I will say I want to buy a house, 20 CR is my, I want to buy a house in this particular area, and that is costing me 20 CR. Suddenly I will say, oh, it is not possible. In this life, I cannot make this 20 CR. I may not get the loan. So immediately I start thinking, how is it not possible? I will start getting the doubts. I will start opposing my own thoughts inside my mind. So, like, so this is correlated. Like, if you have ask is clear, you should believe that what you are asking will happen. It has got nothing to do with your money. And third is, you should be ready to do that. And unless you're not ready in terms of action, as Shujita said, in terms of your readiness, in terms of action, in terms of fearlessness, or whatever you need to be ready to get, when you get ready, you will receive that thing. So what I'm giving you an exercise is, like, you have to find out what is your ask. It has to be very clear. Can you make three wishes? Like, tomorrow that genie will come, or maybe a god appears, or uh, somebody comes and says that, I'm giving you three boons and you have to ask any three wishes. It will be fulfilled. So do you have those three wishes ready with you? If you don't have, you may not have time if somebody appears in front of you. So maybe what I'm explaining or what I'm trying to tell you is, in your homework book, just write three things. One is what you want to achieve in your life, in your money area. What is your goal? Second is your health area. And third is your relationship. You have to define your one clear goal in these three areas. One is health, wealth, relationship. In these three areas, you have to decide, or you have to arrive on one liner, that what is my ask in these three areas. Can you do that? Then whatever we are learning, however we are going to move forward, maybe that will help you out to do the exercise if you have these three things ready with you. Correct? So let's go ahead. So these three things we will do the exercise, and then we will see, if we don't believe, why we don't believe. If we are not ready, why we are not ready. If we don't take action, why we don't take action. We will work on those things. But we are going to work only on this first point, which is us. So this is your homework for the next session, for the whole week. Okay, so now let's move ahead. So law of attraction is always like any other laws in the universe. It is always in action, whether you believe in it or not. Like, electricity. We can't see electricity. We can't see things around us, but still we believe, because we experience those things. Like, if I put my finger in the electric box, I may get a shock. So I don't go and take a risk of that, because I believe, or I have experienced that there is something called electricity, even though I don't see in my naked eyes. Still, something is there which will harm me if I don't take care of. where I'm touching the open holes of the electric board. So we know electricity is there and which is troubling me, etc. Then second one is we are seeing those things, and that is why we feel that it is there. But we don't believe that law of attraction is there because we have not experienced yet. So now whether you believe it or not, this law doesn't work with your belief system. This law doesn't work if you experience or not. This law doesn't work whether you're aware or not aware, or whether you have learned or not learned. So that is why I explained you in the past also, in the earlier session also, that law of attraction means this is called law because it is always in the action, or it is always there, whether you are aware or not, whether you believe it or not. And that is the reason it is called law of attraction. So law of attraction is always any other law in the universe. It is always in the action, whether you believe it or not. Same like electricity. So, so this is always in action and this is always active. That means you can attract whatever your dream is, whether it is small or big, whether you are scared or not, whether you are fearful or not, whether you believe or not, you attract whatever is possible. So we think that it is not possible, but this law is always in action. So if you believe it is possible, it will be achieved. If you believe it is not possible, you will not achieve. So it will work wherever you focus your energy on. Correct? Now, now let me tell you one example that you must have heard about belief system. Like we have many things which are buried inside us from our childhood. Okay, we have been told many things about our life. Like we want to do this, but it's not in our culture. Please don't do this. Some people say that you are too young to do this. Don't do this. You are too young. Some things people will tell you are too old, that or we feel that I'm too old, I can't do this at this age, I'm really too old for this. Or sometimes I feel like I would have done like her, but I never got a chance. I never got a chance to prove myself. We say this many times. Or maybe sometimes we say like I've been whatever I'm trying to do, it's always failure and it's all bad luck, I don't have a good luck. Somebody has told me that, you don't have a good stars in your kundali. So you are always born with bad luck. We have learned this also. Sometimes we say like, I could have done this, but nobody was helping me. I could have done that, but I don't have qualification. I could have done that, but my parents never gave me good education. They didn't have the money, so I could not learn, or I could not study, or I could not get higher education. Or maybe I could have done, but my family was not supporting, my husband was not supporting, my parents are not supporting, my this is not, that is not. So we are giving so many number of excuses throughout our life that we keep on blaming somebody for our failures. In short, we want to achieve something, we want to get something, and if we can't, we always blame somebody else for our failure, because from the childhood we have been taught. It's like if when we were a child, we were just when we started walking, if a child falls down, immediately somebody comes and tells, "Oh, it's not your mistake. It is stool, or it is table, or it is the carpet." So we always keep beating the things, or somebody like we will at that time only parents or somebody who is with us will always keep on telling that it is not your problem, you are not fallen down, or you are not it is not your problem, you fell down because of xyz. So this thing is always penetrating inside us that we are falling because of XYZ. We are not successful because XYZ. I couldn't achieve because of XYZ. I couldn't do this because of XYZ, because always we have been told or we have been taught that you are not able to do because of somebody else. You need this thing to do this thing. You need this thing to achieve this thing. So we always correlate these things, and then we believe that, um, always somebody is there to blame, in short. Why we do that? Because somebody has taught us. We don't even know. Unknowingly, we have learned these things, and that is what is called belief system. Means like somebody tells that this is not good, but the same thing is bad for somebody else, right? What I'm believing is good. Maybe you must be having the same belief, it is bad. So everybody is coming from a different background with different belief system. Do you agree this? I may have a different belief system. I am coming from a different family. Somebody else is coming from a different family. Somebody else is coming from another different family. So everybody's family is giving different kind of teachings to a person. So I am brought up with something where it has been taught in such a way that I am developing that belief system. So what we are learning here is we develop the belief system through our parents, through our family, through our neighbors, through our society, through the media, through the what we read, through what we listen, what we discuss, with whom we sit, who are our friends, with whom we get engaged, or with whom we entangle. So these are the different areas of our life who keeps on putting something inside our mind from our childhood. And we develop, which is known as a belief system. Are you clear? Are you getting my point? What do you mean by belief system? Because this is very important to understand, because this plays a very, very important role in our life. Rest of the things are 10-20%, but belief system is very important to understand. Then we will learn how the belief system is affecting our desire, or how the belief system is playing, what is the role of belief system in our life, and what to do. Now we have understood what is belief system. Now you tell me, this belief system, do we form this belief system, or it has been formed by somebody else? Now we have seen that from childhood we don't have our own thinking. Okay, everybody tells ye karna hai, ye nahi karna, ye nahi karna, ye nahi karna. What is not to be done has been told many times. And most of the things people talk in this way only. People, my parents, my family, my neighbors, अरे ये मत करना, इधर मत जाना, उधर मत जाना, ये करेगा तो गिरेगा, वो करेगा तो गिरेगा. So we keep on been learning the things which are almost नन्ना का गाना. ये मत करो, ये मत करो, ये मत करो, ये मत करो. So this is what we have been learning from our childhood, and we are brought up, which is called, which is developed, which is known as belief system, and then we go and live in the life, in the society, which is also called as automation, which is also we live in a automation mode. I will just explain you in a different way. Okay, now you have a phone which has got some coding in the phone. Okay, so you will have some specific fonts, you will have some specific colors. So like, there is a coding done in the phone, and it will work, or it will run the way it has been done. Now I want to change some color, or I want something different which is not available in the phone. Is it possible for me to change the way I want to do it? No, right? Why? Because if I want to make something different, or if I want to work something differently, or if I want to see something differently in my phone, I have to change the coding, or I have to change the programming, right? Without that, it is not possible, because it works only with the program, the way the programming is done in that particular phone. So the same way you consider that your belief system is like your software programming. We live our rest of our life the way programming has been done. We see the world the way programming has been done. We think and act on every situation the way it has been programmed. So, for money, I feel money is not good. Money will break the relations, money will affect the relations, money will get fights in your family. Money is not good. Money is evil. In the many of the schools, some of the prayers they have been taught that money is evil. Now, if I'm learning from childhood that money is evil, I will always live in that automation mode that money is not good for my life. Or money should not be in my life because it is not good thing. So my life areas will reflect the way I have got the belief system. Now, how do I know what is my programming, or how do I supposed to know that what belief system I have been brought up? You have to see your reality in your different areas of life. If I'm having something different in my money area, wealth area, I want to be billionaire and I'm struggling for the survival. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. That means my money system or my money beliefs are not supporting. They are not synced with what I want. जैसे मैंने एग्जाम्पल दिया, I want a different color in my phone. I have to change my software because I will not get, I cannot operate or I cannot change the colors or font which is not there in the phone. I have to change the coding. The same way, if I'm not happy in a particular area like wealth, health, and relationship, that means my coding is not the same what I want. So I have to change my programming. One, we have to understand that what is my reality. If I'm not happy with that reality, that means my programming is something different. Because in earlier generation or in earlier parenting, people used to have a different belief system or different um, thoughts about the money. And now we are living in an age where we want to earn money because we can't live, or everywhere you need the money. And if we have been told or we have been taught that money is not good, that is not going to help us. And that is the reason I have been brought up in this kind of environment. I have been brought up with this belief system, and that is why I'm having the issues in my money area. So my belief system is not sync with what I want, and that is the reason I have to change my software. Have you understood that one is what is belief system? Second is why belief system is important, because based on your belief system, you will have the result, or maybe you will see the same area in your life. If something is not happy, if you're not happy with something, that means you have got a different belief system. So you need to decode and recode the software. We will learn that in the next session, how to change your belief system. But right now, just understand that what is belief system and why belief system is important to know that what is my, I cannot go inside and see what I've been brought up or what is the software being made by my parents. What I have to see is I have to see the results in my area. If I'm having issues in my money, that means I have to work on my money beliefs. If I'm having issues in my relationship, I will have to work on my uh, belief system in relationship. I will just give you one name of one movie, and it has shown so nicely how the belief systems are formed and how do we behave. Like, how our brain and neurological network works in this way. Uh, if you watch that movie, maybe you will understand better way, like how things happen because of neurological network. What the belief do we know? This is the name of the movie. I will just send the name of the movie in our chat, in our group. Right? You can watch that. It is a little interesting. So I think we will we will continue. We will conclude the session today now, and what is belief system, what is belief system's rules, and how to change, how to decode, and how to recode, that we are going to learn in the next session. So
It's 9 o'clock.
keep watching this and keep learning and keep understanding about this. So we will slowly and steadily we will move how to manifest the things in our life soon. Okay. So thank you very much, and keep tuning in our WhatsApp, Telegram channel, so that you will be updated what are the topics we are covering related to, which are interlinked to each other. One is the law of attraction, then the practice session, and then question and answer session. So with three things we do in one big program. So thank you very much, and see you again on Monday for the same topic and Wednesday for meditation. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Take care.